Hello, my name is Adam Winrich, and in this video I will do my best to break down this routine. I know there's a lot going on there. We got a fast figure eight, a behind the back catch, a variation on the fast figure eight, reverse body wrap, reverse overhead crack, into another fast figure eight with the other hand, switching sides. A lot going on. I'll try to break it down as best as I can. A couple things right off the bat. First, in this video, I'm gonna be using a 5-foot performance hybrid whip. Later in the video, I will do my best to do the routine with an 8-foot kangaroo leather bull whip from Australia. That whip's not really designed for tossing, but it'll give you an idea of what it looks like with a different whip. Also, I'd like to give a big shout out to my latest Patreon supporter. The name is Lulian Laurentiou. I think that's right. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. If you would like to see me mispronounce your name in the next video, you can do that for as little as $1 a month by supporting my Patreon. I'll put a link in the description. All right, let's break down this routine. First, I'm gonna do it just facing the camera without doing any of the footwork. So I'm start with the whip in my right hand, do a fast figure eight, throw it up, catch behind the back. Now it's in my left hand, do a variation on the fast figure eight, reverse body wrap, reverse overhead crack, and now I do those same cracks, those same 5 cracks, but just starting with the other hand. Fast figure eight. And if you're new to tossing, you're gonna drop the whip a lot. Catch it, variation on the fast figure eight, reverse body wrap, reverse overhead crack, and then boom, back to the other side. So there's only 5 cracks on each side, really only 5 cracks you have to memorize. Once you add the footwork, it might get a bit more challenging. So a couple of the things you may not have tried before. If you haven't tried a behind the back catch, here's my best way to break it down. First, just get used to tossing your whip up like this. So that way it lands in front of you and the handle's pointing back at you. Do a fast figure eight, throw it up, and catch it so the thong's pointed that way. That's a really good way to get used to it. And now you see the handle's kind of spinning out here. To catch the whip behind the back, you can see how much further my hand is back here. So instead of having the whip spin here, I'm gonna have it spin over here, so I kind of see the handle past my shoulder, and then it should drop into my hand back there. Just like that. And the other thing you may not have seen before is this variation on the fast figure eight. Normally a fast figure eight follows through by your hip like this. But in this variation, after the back crack, I just go into a horizontal swing. I'm gonna go pop, pop, and swing the whip out of it. All right, so those are the couple new things in this routine. Now I'll try to break down the footwork. Essentially, you're sort of working in a slot, either facing one way or the other way, just going back and forth. And so I start out with the whip in my right hand, left foot forward. I'll do my toss, step forward, and then I'm gonna turn, step forward again, do my fast figure eight, variation, and when I do the wrap, I'm gonna turn and spin, unwrap, and do my reverse overhead. And once I do that, I'm gonna take a couple steps to get back to the middle, and then just repeat everything on the other side. So now I'm with my right foot forward, so I do my toss, step forward, catch the whip, I'm gonna turn, step, swing that left foot back, reverse overhead, and step, step, and back to the beginning. So that's how the routine goes. Good luck with that. Here, let me do it one more time with this whip before I ride the struggle bus with the 8-foot kangaroo leather whip. Try to do this a little bit slower. So again, fast figure eight. Step through, behind the back catch, variation, step. And then do it on the other side. A couple other things I was going to mention. 2 dynamic elements I'm trying to add to this routine to make it look more exciting are, I'm looking where the whip is cracking. So it looks more interesting if you watch the whip and look where it's cracking. Kind of lets the audience know where the action is going to happen. And the other thing I'm trying to do is keep the hand that's not holding the whip engaged and doing something action-oriented, so I'm not forgetting about it. You don't want to do this routine where you just leave it glued to your side or in your pocket. You'd like to make some good dramatic motions where your hand is like engaged. Okay, now let's ride the struggle bus and try to do it with this 8-foot kangaroo leather bull whip. This is made by Peter Richardson in Australia. He makes a very beautiful looking whip, and it's nice for targeting and some easy loud cracks, maybe not so good for tosses. So the first thing I'm going to do is just do that first basic toss I showed you, where I try to get the handle to point back at me. I find with this whip, I got to put a lot more effort into it, and it naturally wants to pull itself further away from me. So I got to make more of an effort to get it behind my back. Now I step, and do my reverse body wrap, and step. And there, I didn't give it enough juice to come around. And again, caught it. Another thing you'll notice, aside from the challenge in tossing, is when I do the reverse body wrap, I have to give myself 2 spins to get out of it. Play around with it here. So this is where this whip would excel, is it making the body wraps more dynamic. There you go. It's a fun little routine I came up with years ago. Good luck learning it. Again, if you'd like to subscribe to my Patreon and help support this channel, I'll put a link in the description. My name is Adam Winrich. Thanks for watching.